I'm going to start a new series on what I call the devils in the details. If you find this interesting, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to walk you through a very unique machine, only one of one in the world. So if you're into the details like I am, let me start and show you the way. So this is an MV Agusta Rush 1000 that has been extremely modified with a lot of special upgrades. And I'll start from the front here. So minor thing, I always get rid of the reflectors. You'll notice those round reflectors are gone. The other thing while we're down here is, if you know the Rush, it has a front spoke, front wheel is a spoked wheel, and the rear wheel is a what they call a rectangular wheel, which is an aluminum wheel with a carbon fiber hub on it. Instead of that, I've switched them to BST carbon wheels. So you'll see like this wheel is a carbon wheel. And if we quickly look at the rear, we'll see that this wheel is carbon. So that's one major upgrade. The other thing, we bring it back to the front here. The other thing you'll notice is, well, maybe not so clear, but I have replaced the levers with these billet aluminum levers for brake and clutch. I've also replaced the reservoirs with these anodized billet aluminum reservoirs. And while we're here, normally on the side you would see massive turn signals sticking out the side. They're actually integrated inside the winglets, so they're only noticeable when you actually use them. So just to show you quickly, of course, this Rush has this beautiful headlight, but just to show you the effect. Okay, so moving right along. At the top here, I've also replaced the standard gas cap. This is a special part from the MV Agusta catalog with a quick release cap that also has a little red highlight that matches the theme of the bike. And I guess while we're over here, we can keep going. I've also replaced the handlebar grips with these CNC racing ones with a highlight of red again, which adds to the whole look. And the bar and mirrors, if you've seen the ones that come on the Rush, they're kind of much larger, like Mickey Mouse ears. I prefer these. These are from Rizoma, billet aluminum. And one thing about the Rush that is obvious to everyone is this whole piece comes in a carbon fiber cover hiding the engine, and I particularly didn't like that because I thought it's a naked bike. Why are you hiding the engine? The engine already has a case. So in essence, I removed the carbon from here, and in doing so, I ended up discovering some other things that were probably hidden behind the cover. So for example, this engine cover was just a plain vanilla black cover. I actually replaced it with an OEM cover from a previous Brutality that has the embossed MV in it. So it's the only one in the world that has this cover. In addition to that, I replaced all the hoses with Samco hoses, so all the hoses have been replaced, so they all look new as they should. And I've also replaced the clutch slave with this Ayala clutch slave in anodized red. And I've also replaced the front sprocket cover. That was just a black plastic cover with this anodized black cover from Motorcourse. And you'll notice that there are frame plugs everywhere to fill in the holes. And what else did I do here? I also, once I removed the passenger pegs, because I will never take another person on this bike with me, I added these block-offs from CNC Racing, which are billet aluminum and anodized black. I've also painted this in black. That was actually silver, so that blacked out the rear sets. I've painted this in the same red as the seat here, so you see how it connects. This was just a raw aluminum color, so now it feels more connected. What else? I painted this rear shock in red. This was yellow, so all Olin's shocks come with a yellow shock as a default, so I felt like that threw off the whole bike, make that match. Also, I've replaced all the linkage with these billet aluminum pieces from Motorcourse under here, and actually underneath the bike. And I've replaced the chain guard with a carbon fiber chain guard that I got from the MV Agusta Special Parts catalog. So believe it or not, a bike of this price still did not have a carbon chain guard. It came with a black plastic one, so I replaced that. I also replaced the entire rear sprocket assembly and the chain to give it, this look to match the theme of the bike. And one other thing worth mentioning back here is I replaced the rear license plate mount, which if you look online, you'll see it's a monstrosity of a thing here that probably weighs as much as a small child, with giant turn signals. I replaced it with this really streamlined piece from MV Agusta. And then I had a custom license plate holder made to fit the license plate release stealth in there. And I now have these Moto Gadget turn signals. And again, I'll show you that quickly if I turn those on. And you can see they're super bright, but when you turn them off, you don't even notice that they're there. But the ultimate upgrade is truly this one. It is this full titanium exhaust system. If you're an MV Agusta fan, MV came out with a bike called the Brutale Nürburgring, which they raced on the Nürburgring and broke records, and they have this exhaust system on it. And it was exclusively for that bike only, until now, when I managed to get my hands on one. So this is even more rare than a Brutale Nürburgring, because they made 150 of those. There's only one of these with this exhaust. It's full titanium exhaust, and this ramped up the power to 235 plus horsepower. So now that's an insane amount. And I guess what else did I not mention here? Probably an important thing to mention is this. So this also was covered in carbon fiber. I took off the cover, and it was just an engine cover, and I replaced that with the CNC transparent engine cover, and also the internals that you see there. The clutch plate is anodized black, and you'll notice all the clutch springs are black except for one, just to add a hint of red. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope that you find this video interesting, and yeah, if you'd like to see more of this, let me know.